Classic here, and I'm here with none other than Julius Creed. How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How's it been for you on the main roster so far?
Man, it's been a whirlwind. It's like, it's one of those things where you can't really appreciate the moment in the time because you'll get caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
But then you'll go home or you'll be at the airport and afterwards and you'll sit back and go, man, did that really just happen? And like, it's just a repeating cycle of that right now. There was one moment where we were at the airport. It was like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning, right after a Monday Night Raw, and I was talking to my brother, and I said, yeah, you know, and then he caught me with that 619.
Yeah.
Covered. I went 1-2. I kicked out. I said, man, I got hit with a 619 from a Mysterio on Monday Night Raw.
100%.
Like, life is crazy right now, so I think the phrase that I was just using to describe it is happy but not content. We're very happy with all the things that are going right for us right now, but we're not content with where we're at. We want more. We know we're capable of more, and we're going to get more.
What does it mean for you to be able to do this with your brother, having him on your side like that, and instead of doing it by yourself?
Man, I am so sick and tired of him. Can we get rid of him at some point? No, you do feel that sometimes, but it goes through waves, right? Like, they always told us at NXT, like, no, you can't go home and tell your family, you know, about some of the experiences because they don't understand what it's like to be in this business. But I could go home to my family and talk
100%,
about it and
yeah.
explain some of the experiences because he's going through it with me. We shared bunk beds since we were like 2 or 3 years old. You know, we've been in a wrestling room together since we were 6 weeks old. We've been competing side by side. You know, he'd go out and compete. I'd be in his corner. I'd go out and compete. He was in my corner. Now we get to be in the corner for each other and tag each other in. And
that is awesome. Did you guys grow up watching wrestling? Like we as wrestling fans growing up?
I don't remember a point in my life where we weren't watching.
So
wrestling.
when you guys were kids and you guys were wrestling each other, did you guys particularly pretend to be you were certain wrestlers?
I don't think we ever pretended to be somebody else. I think we were always just ourselves. Maybe dialed up to 10. He's quite the character, man. I don't think he could be anybody else. He likes to crawl around and bang on his chest and yell and do all types of stuff. So I think we were always just kind of ourselves, but maybe ramped up a little bit.
Do you have a favorite Royal Rumble yourself that you remember watching that stands out to you?
I don't know about an entire Rumble. There are moments, right? There are moments that pop up. You know, he said not too long ago, the Faces of Foley is maybe his favorite memory. It was in '98.
Yeah,
he was born in '96.
Hey, that happens. That happens. I'm a big Macho Man fan, and people are like, you weren't born till like after this. I'm like, no.
I'm like, dude, you went back and remember that. You don't remember that from when we were kids. But I really liked Cena's return at Madison Square Garden. I liked when AJ Styles debuted.
100%.
I think those are two of the cooler moments. We were also, you know, big Angle fans, so we followed his career, so we were very familiar of who AJ Styles was. So for him to come out was like a big deal at the time to us, and I thought it was cool.
Very last question, are you going to be in the Rumble tomorrow?
Tune in, find out.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.